Hello.
Hi, Charmaine. It's Ed. How are you?
Hi. I'm good. How are you doing?
Oh, very good. Thanks for taking my call. I'm glad we got in touch. So I'm recording the call, and I'm going to share it with
Okay.
some people here in Canada as
Okay.
well. As I mentioned, I'm going to be coming down with my friend Paul with our boat Black Diamond that we've both kept down there for many
Okay.
years, including on Manowar with Buddy Roberts. We've had it in the
Okay.
mooring there for years.
Okay.
We're just a
Sure.
couple of guys in a small boat. We're not some large humanitarian organization or anything like that. Um, so how's it going down there? Like, how are the spirits with everybody physically and all
uh,
that?
um. Well, I'm currently in Spanish Los Norte, where I left for a little bit just to get our 9-year-old son in sort of normal in school, which a lot of mothers did with their kids for temporary. Um, but we're hoping to return in a few weeks because we're hoping to get some normalcy on Manowar for the kids, some sort of classroom going.
Right.
But the men are needless to say very tired. There is physical help is coming in. Uh, brother that speaks at the chapel, Larry Price, he helped arrange. They have now Saturday to Saturday trips going in on airplane, and all sorts of people have been signing up to come over, and so they come for like the 1 week trip, and they help out physically whatever they can do. They bring they have supply list inventory to Manowar now, so if particular needs, there's someone to contact to find out, okay, we need this, we don't need any more of this item,
Yeah.
stuff like
Who
that,
should
so
who
we
should
don't
we contact for that kind of thing?
well, there's a lady in charge of the inventory list. She's Cindy Weatherford, and they pretty much have a good committee. They have a system going on. There, I think it's headed by, there's a colonel there, whether, I don't know, I'm not sure if he had ties with Manowar, but he was brought in, and he kind of got everyone out of their shock state and got some order going. They formed groups of men to go to particular homes to patch, and they started with that, patching and tarping the house that were good enough to just to get them dry
Right.
and be able to house people. And then I think now this week they're actually going to have to they're going to address the homes that have to be rebuilt. They're beyond the
Mm.
patching stage.
Yeah.
So
So
they have sort of like an organization going, but I mean I can easily get information. Someone can
well,
contact Cindy Weatherford. She has
if you could text me back like contact, like whether it's an email or something that I
right.
can ask take a look at that supply list. What's the kind of stuff they need?
Yes.
Because we won't be coming for another few weeks, and I can share it
Yeah.
with other people as well. I'm also
Okay.
okay. If you could text me that later, that would be great. So
Yeah. Yeah.
was
I can
there
send that to
was
you.
there a lot of casualties on Manowar? Like, how did it compare to
No.
other islands?
We very blessed. I think, we're a small island. We
Yeah.
only have, the local population's only like 350, but with our second homeowners, we have a lot more.
Mhm.
But since we're such a small island, we didn't have the devastation of all of the seawater. There
Mm.
were homes and businesses on both sides of the island that went underwater.
Right.
But all the people were accounted for and safe. And the Lord allowed so many tornadoes, and the pressure exploded. I mean, our house exploded from the pressure, and different houses just crumbled. But in every area where houses were destroyed, there was left one building was left safe in the middle of every area that
Huh.
people were able to run to. So
Wow.
it's on. If you look at they have a Google map laid out of it with all the destruction, and they're all marked and color coded, which is neat. but you can see there's a good building in the middle of every area of devastation.
Yeah, I kind of saw some pictures, and then you see like a house destroyed.
We did not lose any life.
And that's good, thank God. And then you see this building just standing there, and you wonder how come that one was left. Was it? I mean, was it? Were they built differently? Were they concrete walls? Or?
Not really. just the hand of the Lord. That's the only explanation we have. I mean, there's no. It's just there's no explanation. Some homes were older than others, but to be honest, some of the really old homes stood better than the newer ones. So you really there's no pattern to it.
Right.
But the scariest part of Manowar was getting people that had medical needs, getting them out. You know, there was a lady that went into a coma from lack of insulin within one day after the storm.
Oh, I think I know that lady. She's related to someone at our chapel with Sam McHale, related to her somehow. Him somehow in Nassau, I believe.
Well, he would know who they are. Yeah, he knows who they are. And, they airlifted because we were able, choppers were in and out of we have a nice softball field. That was left free of debris. Nothing blew into the softball field. And that's just another miracle because choppers were just landing, private choppers, Coast Guard, just all day. And so they were able to lift out the folks that had medical needs or were injured and stuff like that. But no loss of life here. I'm sorry we can't. I mean, sad to say. On the mainland, it's awful. You know, and in Freeport, it's just terrible. Grand Bahama, but
we heard
we were
that.
spared. I mean, we've got physical, structural damage a lot.
Yeah, I wanted to ask.
There's a long road ahead of us.
I wanted to ask you about the mainland because we've been, hearing some stories, and I don't know if they're just blown out of proportion about, for example, the Haitian pirates and this kind of thing. What have you heard about that?
Well, honestly, we can't. Yeah, some stuff went on, but the Haitians are being. Everyone's putting blame on the Haitians. Folks have been caught, photographed, videoed. Some have been arrested. They're locals. They're local Abaconians.
Right.
They're not Haitian. So, but yes, it was pretty bad, especially until I think some armed forces arrived and stuff. It's calmed down now.
Yeah.
Because they do have, Bahamian forces aren't out. We don't know where they are, but the Dutch, the Jamaicans, the Germans, their presence, they're even raking and sweeping and shoveling the streets in North Harbor.
Wow.
They're doing whatever they can.
And the Americans and the British I heard had a ship out?
The Americans, the British, yes. The British, they had their boat. They must have left, they must have been just ready, standby, before the hurricane even hit, because they were there.
Yeah, I think the Canadians offered some help as well.
And
that's good.
Yeah,
what about your own local government, the Bahamian government? What are they doing?
Well, no one knows. There's not really any evidence of anything being done, honestly. I don't mean to laugh. It's not funny, but it's really sad. But no, we don't. It's really if we didn't have private help and the islands didn't have help from the second homeowners, the friends, the people
connected with the
I don't know where we would be right now. I don't know where we would be right now. I think the government is just terribly overwhelmed, and they had no idea. They were not prepared. They just can't handle it.
It's hard to. How do you prepare for something like that? And nobody really knew how strong it was going to be, and how slow it was going to move. Right.
Right. That was one of the biggest. Because we have experienced Category 5 before with Hurricane Floyd in '99.
Yeah.
But Floyd just blew through. Floyd was here for 2 hours. That was it.
But they only count these hurricanes up to Category 5, which is about 157 miles per hour.
Yeah.
And when you go from Category 1 to 2 to 3, it's about 20-something miles an hour. They upgrade the category. But this was over 200 miles. Like, if they kept going, it would have been like Category 8 or 9, right?
Yeah. Hurricane Floyd was actually sustained 200.
Oh, really?
247.
Okay. Oh,
but like I said, 2 hours, it was gone.
It blew through.
In 2 hours,
quickly.
it just breezed through. But this one hung around for so long, and this one,
how long did it hang
pressure.
around? How long did it hang around?
Oh, we had hurricane force winds for easy 2 days, maybe 2.5.
Yeah, that's like you never feel like it's never going to end.
The worst of it, the worst of it was when I'd say all Sunday. That was it. Monday it started to die down, but it was still would have been a hurricane force winds. But the pressure on this thing is what did the damage. The pressure, I think, is the lowest ever recorded in history.
So I understand pressure, but I don't understand how that works, how it destroys buildings.
Well, it was all around the eye wall, and that's what happened. The eye came over parts of Elbow Cay, it skirted over Manowar Cay, and parts of Abacos. Because the further south you go, even I don't know how much you know of Abacos, but
I'm familiar.
Harbor, Cherokee Sound didn't hardly get anything.
Oh.
So that's how compact it was. The eye, it's just wherever got the eye got the damage. All of Grand Bahama didn't get damaged. It's just wherever that eye went, because the eye wall had so much pressure in it. In fact, when the eye came over, we were in our house, and we were in a closet under the stairs, and right when the eye hit, our roof went, the windows imploded into the house. The shutters are still on the outside of our house. They're not even damaged.
So it's just from the pressure, the windows just...
The pressure, the glass exploded into the house.
Wow.
Septic systems just exploded out of all the faucets, and boom, just like that, and then the eye just brightened up. So right on the edge of that eye wall, that pressure is deadly.
Wow.
Deadly. There was a worker was on the island staying somewhere, and his eardrums burst. He had ruptured eardrums when that pressure came.
Oh, it's like that's
strong. Awful. It's the pressure just nothing. We have a concrete house. The walls started to crumble.
Wow. So that's something people don't that's something people don't think about. They think it's just the wind.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, no, it's the pressure too, yeah. So you always want to leave, my husband always does that. He cracks a little window on the lee side and like that, but even with that this time, our ears were just we knew something. Our ears were hurting so bad, and right at that moment everything just boomed.
Wow.
So
that's unbelievable.
Pressure places. Yeah. You really have to watch the pressure in those storms.
So,
but we're still thankful. My family's safe.
Yeah, thank God. There. How's the church building in Manowar?
The church is. It still has a roof on it. The windows were broken, so everything inside was destroyed, all wet. They had to take up all of our kind of relatively new pews. They're all ruined. The floor, everything's just ruined.
Yeah.
The building is safe enough to where they've been meeting. They met there last Sunday, had a little service. They'll be meeting there again tomorrow.
So do you have hymn books and Bibles and things like that?
Well, I would think. I would say they all. No, well, they had to get rid of all the pews because the pew is just. The rain, everything just poured in, and the water came up. Do you need
new hymn books? I mean,
oh yeah, Yeah.
Which ones do you use? Which ones do you use?
We use the Believer's Hymn Book and they have three, but primary Believer's Hymn Book, the Redemption Song, and the Choice Hymns of the Faith.
And then what I'm going to try to do is order them down to Miami, because the boat's in Miami. I can't bring them from Canada. But I'll order them down to the marina in Miami, put them on the boat and bring them over. I can do that. And if you need any Bibles, let me know what version you prefer, like King James or New King James or what have you.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll
ask around and text me that,
probably,
and give me some numbers and text me that. One thing we can do for sure. And so the kids, are they going to school off the island now?
Yes, most of them are, but I know a few like myself. Like I said, we're heading back because there are a few people trying to get things together to start to have some classrooms for the children, and I'm a school teacher, so I'm going to go back and help out with that, and just to get some normalcy for the kids. They need to be back just to feel like they have a routine again.
So, they are going to school off the island right now, or they're just not going to school right now?
Yes. No, there are a couple, just very few, that are still there. Like some that are old enough, they're saying they're helping to work and stuff like that. Do some of the physical work. Younger ones have been. Some are in some are in school in Florida. There are quite a few here in North Eleuthera because it's really close to Abacos and kind of everybody knows everybody. We're here in Spanish Wells. Their school is graciously taken in way beyond their quota. Yeah. And some are staying. Some of the high schoolers are going to stay for the year because they have their coursework exams to take.
Okay.
But all the little kids are going back.
Can you also look into if there's certain school books, textbooks, or something like that you lost that we can look into getting? We need to I probably need to put an order in for that stuff soon so that it can get to the marina before we leave. And if you know like the name of the books or the publisher or where I'm sure I can order them in the States and have them shipped to the marina, and I can bring it over. Okay. If you could text me with that, I will do our best to help there too.
Okay. Well, we really, I've been telling so many people we've got to find a different word or phrase because thank you is just sounding too hollow. Thank you doesn't carry the meaning that we need to tell people right now, because I'll be honest with you, Manowar folks in general, we're used to giving and helping and not being on the receiving end. We usually fare very well in storms because of the island is tiny, and most people would think, it's more dangerous, but it's not. High seas they tend more to just go around us because we're just so small, and it's only the seawall can only come up so high. We're protected with the reef, and Manowar kind of goes up in a hill, and
you have
we always fare well.
You have a little bit higher elevation than some of the other islands.
Yes. And we our harbor has the two entrances, so water it doesn't just build up and get trapped.
Yeah, it can come out.
We in the past we've always loaded up with stuff and gone over and helped out people on the mainland. We can't do that now. Yeah. And it's been that's part of the depressing part is having to be on the receiving end.
Well, there's no need to thank, about the ferry boats, are any of them running again?
One of the GNLs I think is running, and one of the Aubrey ferries I think they have running. And they've been using that to take, when the workers come in and stuff, going back and forth.
So is there a dock that's working, been repaired in Manowar?
Luke, yes, I think they've got to have one done with those, because they're bigger boats. Because there are no other boats and no other docks.
So our
Here,
boat has a deep draft. We're almost 7 feet. We normally, well, we can't come into Manowar. Where we come in on the over by Buddy's moorings. We just come in through
the
that
Eastern Channel,
through that cut on high tide, and we go right in the mooring. But if we were to come in either there or just anchor outside on the other side, I guess there'd be somebody that can come out and with the boat and ferry our supplies in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what our friends in Spanish Wells were on Manowar. They were loading up their boats before the hurricane came on Sunday because they knew what was going to be happening. Because we've helped them out before after Hurricane Andrew. So they were loaded up. They brought their big fishing trawlers and barge and everything, and that's what some of them had to anchor outside, and one or two came inside. But they had to tender back and forth like that and stuff. With diesel, right now, diesel is probably one of the main things.
And what about gasoline?
We don't know when we're going to have electricity. We just don't know.
You still don't have
a year? We don't know.
You don't have generators on the island? Like usually these islands run on their own generators, right?
There are some generators, but the diesel and the gas to run them, So
okay, so
that's people ration it, but it's still think ahead. Well, we've got to have diesel to last.
Is Manowar run by like a large diesel generator?
No. It's just whoever has a generator. That's it. And thankfully, people have been bringing in like the smaller generators here and there, so folks can keep cold things, refrigeration, or water, because our water system is with the cistern, so we have to have electricity to run water and to make ice. So people have been bringing in the small generators just to plug in refrigeration pump and stuff like that too. But no.
And there's a shortage of diesel and gasoline, I guess.
I think the diesel, there's somewhere starting today it's going to be sold. There's no more giving, so people are really rationing. And don't get me wrong, they're very, very thankful that they had it. It's going to be a little more difficult now for folks that did lose everything they had.
Yeah.
There are no banks. There's no way to get nothing. There's no banks. If you don't have the cash to buy the diesel now or the food, you probably, that's it.
So if your money's in the bank account, you don't have access to it.
No.
That's
I came here to Spanish Wells. What I had to do, they have one bank here. They have more on the mainland in Luther, but what I did was I opened an account, and I opened it, and because some people were wanting to send money to other folks too. So I opened one account, and a couple of people have sent money back to their friends or family through that. They just let me know what they're sending, who it's going to, and then they always get a video back of thanks from the people that they sent it to, saying they received it and stuff like that. Because it's not difficult getting it from here. Spanish Wells to Manowar is like a 2.5-hour speedboat ride.
So you have to physically drive the money over.
Yes, the money someone has to take it. We send it.
Who's the one?
Charter plane.
Who's the one selling stuff there, like food and diesel?
The grocery store. There's still free food, supplied food, canned food and stuff at we call it Ground Zero or the Manowar Mart. That's still available, but the grocery store, thankfully, is hoping to be up and running this week, I think. And they will actually people have been dying for fresh produce. So they'll have stuff like that for sale this week. And then the diesel, the guy here was able to save, those big diesel containers at the marina?
Yeah.
They were down. They were down, and fuel was everywhere.
Right.
They were just over. But they were able to save one or two of them. And so they're going to be selling the diesel starting this week too.
Okay, well, hopefully things get back to some normalcy soon.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for your time in the call, and you know,
Thank
I'll
you.
share the word. I'll share this around, and if you could text me, just you know, the school books and the hymn books and things like that I can try to get, and I'll closer to when we're leaving, I'll probably text you again to see if there's other little supplies and things, because I want to see what you need at the time, so I get the right stuff, and then our exercise is for Manowar, so we're gonna come to Manowar. We're just a small boat, but we'll put whatever we can on it, and that's what we'll do.
Thank you.
No worries.
But then I sent you a very sad picture. After that of where Sale Shop was. There's nothing left.
Is that the Albury Sale Shop? Is that the Albury Sale Shop? Wow, I remember those ladies.
There's only the dock pole sticking up. That is it. Nothing there.
Wow.
Nothing.
Oh boy, there's like years of sewing went into those products.
Yeah. The Aubrey brothers, all that stuff down there. It was underwater. Yeah. Hibiscus Cafe survived. Dock and Dine did. Hibiscus Cafe survived.
Wow.
And
the Dock and Dine is gone.
The marina.
How's the two chefs doing, Devin and how?
Well, they had left. They had gone. I don't know where they.
You haven't seen them? Yeah, they haven't been back?
No.
Okay.
They had gone, so.
Okay, hopefully they're okay.
The Hibiscus Cafe, Hibiscus Cafe is now known as the Soup Kitchen.
The Soup Kitchen.
They've been, the ladies or whoever, they take turns. I don't know if you've heard of World Meal, it's some organization does hot meals. They've been flying in.
Okay, so they've been using they've been using that building for that. Okay.
Well, they've been sending stuff in, and then the local people have been putting together whatever they have and feeding their volunteers and the men out working hard all day. So they come into the cafe, they get to sit down, and they're given, it's not an order type, but they're just given a hot plate of hot food.
Oh, that's excellent. Okay, well, thank you very much for your time and sharing with me.
You're welcome.
Charmaine. It was nice talking to you, and look forward to meeting you in person.
Yes, me too. We sure will. We'll follow you and make sure you let us know when you're coming.
Oh, definitely will.
Okay.
Thank you.
More information as you need it.
Thank you.
Nadia is a very good friend of ours.
Yeah,
Nadia is a very good friend of ours.
She keeps mentioning you, actually, and she says if I go there.
Sam. Sam married into my family, so.
Right. Yes. No, I met Sam and his wife and their daughter. I've been out to Nassau. I've been all over the Bahamas. My family has been sailing the Bahamas for 10 years. A lot of time we spent in Exuma, and the rest of the time was mostly in the Abacos around Marsh Harbor, Manowar, Bitterguan, all those islands. And we did do one trip out to Eleuthera, Spanish Wells Harbor Island, and some of the other places like Bimini and Freeport, but the majority of our time was in Abacos and Exuma. Okay.
Well, I look forward to meeting you, and thank you so much again.
No, you're welcome, and thank you, and God bless, and we'll be praying for your island.
Thank you, Eddie.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.